We're here today to talk about food for our first responders, which is a charity, if you will, that you folks have developed. And I think, Peggy, you said to me earlier that it was inspired by a GoFundMe site that you saw a bit ago.
Thanks. First, Mike, thank you for doing this. Thank you, LMC, for doing this. Laura and I worked together at Compass, and we were on a Zoom call, our regular office call, and there was a group from Brooklyn who got on the call to just introduce themselves, and one of the members of that call said that she had started a GoFundMe page to support hospital workers in her local hospital. And after the call, Laura and I said, hey, this would be a good thing to do locally. So that was the genesis of the seed of the idea. We didn't invent it, but it seemed like such a good way to give back to the community and say thank you. And that's where we began.
Ellen, can you tell us who is the beneficiary of these gifts and funds?
Currently, it is the Mamaroneck Emergency Medical Services and the Police Department. We hope if we raise enough money, we can expand this.
To our neighboring community?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
To include the town police and Larchmont Police.
So I know that restaurants are involved. What are you doing exactly?
We have 7 restaurants signed up, 2 kind of in the wings waiting to jump in. So we're also helping local businesses, but the restaurants have been absolutely terrific. They're creating special meals for us. They're knocking costs off. They're just really going out of the way and being terrific.
And Laura, who's getting the meals?
So it's our first responders, the local Mamaroneck, Village of Mamaroneck EMS, and the Village of Mamaroneck Police Department. And like Ellen was saying, we're looking to hopefully expand over to the town of Mamaroneck Police Department and the Village of Larchmont Police as well. So
I really should have asked how many meals and what meals are you delivering?
We're currently delivering lunch and dinner, so 15 each time. So a total of 30 meals a day.
What does this cost your group? How much a day?
It's costing about $330 to $350 a day, depending upon what the meals are.
Peggy, I'm sure there's somebody out there watching this who says, why are we feeding our emergency people and police department? Don't they have food already? Don't they already have arrangements for when they're on these long work hours? What do you say to them?
Interestingly enough, they don't. Our Village of Mamaroneck Police Department apparently doesn't even have a microwave on premises. But regardless, I think the 3 of us felt, thank goodness we all have our health. Our families have their health. This is a crisis, and in times of crisis, you want to be able to give back to people and say thank you. And honestly, we all talk about first responders. The ambulance people and the police department are literally the first responders to anyone who is ill. And they're risking their lives. And it's a way to acknowledge them and to thank them and to support them.
So what we've got on the screen now is an email address for you, Peggy. Is that the best way for people to call if they want to help?
Anyone that wants to donate, we are certainly desperate for funds. We only have about another week's worth of funding, so we really need people, if they can, to donate. No amount is too small. So if you want to contact me, I will send you the link, because getting into a GoFundMe account is rather challenging if you don't have the direct link. So you can email me. Mike, I'm sure you'll also provide my cell phone number if anyone wants. Text me, call me. I will get that link out to you immediately. The more money we raise, the more help we can give.
Have any of you heard back from the EMS people or the police department about the meals?
Yes. First of all, they're extremely appreciative and very thankful. We're also hearing that the food's been great, so, which is a nice plus to hear.
Well, that's a nice plus to our local restaurants.
Yep.
And you said you had 2 more restaurants waiting in the wings to supply food. What kind of meals are they providing? Are these full meals or mini meals, sandwiches?
Well, for example, yesterday at lunch, Frankie and Finucci provided chicken, bacon, and arugula sandwiches with a side salad to the police department because they can't reheat anything. EMS got penny alla vodka and a side salad. Today's lunch, Garden Catering provided quinoa bowls with grilled chicken. That I went and picked it up to deliver to the police. It smelled phenomenal. Heard it was also very good. And that's not an item on their menu. So when I said we needed to have things that could be eaten at room temperature, they said, would this work? And we'll create it for you. So the restaurants are really going out of their way.
That sounds wonderful. And so does your effort to pay some needed attention to our first responders in the village of Mamaroneck, and then hopefully expand it to other communities, especially to Larchmont. Thank you all for being with us and for the work that you're doing. And let's hope that those donations roll in quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike, and thank you, LMC, for providing this format. It's fantastic to have, and please, everyone, donate what you can.